Hi, it's Ken Carter from Central Florida Outdoors, and today we're at the Little Big Econ State Forest just east of Orlando, and we're along the Econlockhatchee River, and this is a really great place to cycle, to hike, and the most beautiful river to go down in a kayak or a paddleboard. So come with us and we'll give you a quick tour of the park, and hopefully you can get out here. It might take you 3 or 4 days to see the whole place, but it's well worth your time. So let's go and have some fun. The Little Big Econ State Forest is located in eastern Seminole County, about 15 miles east of Mims, and accessed from Brevard County by Highway 46, and from Orlando by Highway 417 out of Oviedo. The forest covers over 10,000 acres, with 20 miles of river that run through it, emptying into the St. Johns River. Various natural ecosystems are found here, from sand pine scrub to pine forest with oak hammocks and wet prairie land. There are 3 hiking trailheads, 1 biking trailhead, and 2 kayak entrances to the state forest. From the north, you can enter the forest from the Geneva Wilderness area, located on Highway 426, just south of Geneva. As you enter the parking area, the trailhead and kiosks are located on the south side of the parking area. Here you will find maps of the area and the entrance to the Flagler Trail, which takes you to the Econlockhatchee River. As you enter the trail, follow the yellow trail markers to the river. This trail leads you through sand scrub with deep sand. It is not suggested for kids and is about a 3-mile hike to the river. As you begin your hike, you will come to the Geneva Wilderness fishing pier, which is an extended boardwalk overlooking a pond which has an abundance of birds year-round and is worth walking out on. Next, you pass by the trail to the Buddy Long Chapel, also located on a pond populated with wading birds. Nature talks are held here. The Flagler Trail follows along the path of the old Florida East Coast Railway and is quite wide with plenty of shade. At about the 2-mile mark, you come to the intersection of the horse trail, and there are 2 covered benches to take a welcome break at. As you approach the bridge over the Econlockhatchee River, you will pass by what's left of the old railroad trestle. As you reach the bridge, you will find benches to rest at and a nice white sand beach along the river. The bike trail intersects here along with the Florida Trail, and this is a great spot to stop while kayaking the river for a lunch break. The second hiking trailhead is about 2 miles south of the Geneva Wilderness trailhead on State Road 426 at Brumby Road. This is a fee access trailhead, and there is a $3 fee that you pay at the kiosk. There are maps here, and the Florida Trail starts here to the river. However, you can make better time cutting through the large open meadow to the tree line to pick up the trail there. It's a beautiful 2.5-mile hike through the trees and along the river to the Flagler Trail Bridge with lots of shade. The third hiking trailhead is located at the end of Brumby Road. As you pull into the parking area, there is a kiosk with a map. If you don't have a map with you, take a photo of the displayed map, since there are no maps or brochures here. As you enter the forest, you will wind through meadows and pastures and through oak hammocks until you get to the first spur trail to the river. This trail is marked by a white blaze. If you go this far, it is about a 3-mile round trip. You can continue on at the river and follow the river east on the Yellow Blaze Trail and come back on the multi-use trail to make this an 8-mile hike. You can just bike the access trail to the river where the Yellow Blaze Trail ends. There is a shelter there with a picnic table right on the river, almost where the river ends at the St. Johns River. You may see airboats on this section of the river. The biking trail is located just off Snow Hill Road, just south of the Econlockhatchee River Bridge. As you enter the parking area, there is a kiosk with trail maps, and the trail then heads west from the parking area. The trail starts out in sand scrub, but is hard-packed and well-maintained, and then transitions into the pine forest as you approach the river. This is the most scenic off-road bike trail I have ridden in Central Florida, as you follow the bluffs overlooking the river. There's even a swing to swing out over the river on hot days. You don't need any special gear or bike other than having fat tires. I would say kids over 8 could ride this trail with no problems. There are several trails here of varying lengths, and maps are at every junction. The river trail of about 4 miles is the easiest, and the Ditch of Doom trail is the more difficult. The kayak trip on the Econlockhatchee River starts at the bridge on Highway 419, just outside of Oviedo, and can be a 1 or a 2-day trip. The 1-day trip will take you to the bridge on Snow Hill Road, which is about 8 miles of river, and the second trip would take you from the bridge at Snow Hill Road to the St. Johns River, which is about 11 miles. The takeout point would be the Highway 46 bridge at the St. Johns River. Paddling the Econ River is unique in that the river has elevated bluffs, which is unusual for central and southern Florida, and the forest is isolated from development in this area. There is enough flow to make for an easy downstream paddle. There is an abundant amount of wildlife, and the Flagger Trail Bridge is a great spot to stop for lunch. Depending on the water flow, this first link will take about 2.5 to 4 hours, depending on stops. The Little Big Econ State Forest is a gem in the Florida State Forest system and a must-see. So get out and enjoy a day outside. And remember, please subscribe to our channel, Central Florida Outdoors. Until next time, this is Ken Carver wishing you a great day outside.